Thank you, Professor Motyl, and esteemed guests. Actually, I'd be esteemed too to pay $8 to come here. Yeah, that was the poet Groucho I was channeling there for a minute. I'm going to read from a book that I have called Everybody Gets Lost in Brooklyn. But before I do, I just wanted to share a couple of concerns that I have, maybe some of you have too, about this terrible economy. I've been thinking, I have a job right now, thank God, but maybe I should bring in some extra money by getting another job. And I thought, like, well, what can I do? Maybe I was thinking on weekends perhaps I could go to Somalia and be a pirate. I'd always wanted to do that. Or maybe I could take some boxing lessons and join the Ukrainian Parliament. I don't know. These are all really short, and my style of poetry is short and understandable. Not that I'm against any poetry that isn't short and understandable. That's my style. And I'll start first with a love poem. This is called Hunter. Hunter. In my pursuit of love, I wildly fling many arrows, for which later I will comb the ground, hoping to come up one short. You're going to abrade your hands. This is called I Am the Scarecrow. Give me one of those. I am the scarecrow that offers a handful of straw to passing crows, one of whom lands on my shoulder and takes a peck, making it look like I've been kissed, but really it was just a peck. This is called deli, like delicatessen, a deli. The deli near my house is run by immigrants who sometimes misspell, and so as I arrive for coffee, I see a sign that reads, "Sad wishes, $2." And for once I am glad I only have $1. Oh, frog. Frog. A frog sets up a kissing stand, charging $1 per kiss. A princess buys 2 kisses. The first she takes right away, changing the frog into a handsome prince. The second one she saves, in case he gets uppity. It's called Monster. In the final scene, the monster is holed up in a castle, surrounded by loud villagers chanting, "Monster! Monster! Monster!" Until finally the monster appears at the window and says, "Please, no more autographs." Last one. I'll do something else. But, most of these were written, I think, late 70s. And at the time I was employed at a hospital. I was a telephone operator. And one of my friends was a morgue attendant, and I wanted to go down there. I wanted to see what was there. And I asked him, can you just show me what's there? And this was the 70s, remember, when New York was a lot more violent. And I guess I had this idea that I would just see bodies, riddled with bullets all over the place. And what I saw when he took me down there was on a table, a little baby girl. She had lived 9 hours. And I wrote this for her. It's called Goodbye, Little Soul. Still baby on a cold table. You could only stay a while. Where are you rushing to? I hope a sweeter place, filled with tuneful birds that will keep you awake. I have a humor blog on MySpace, and my poetry card, which is on this table, and it's free. The table's not free with my poetry. has the address. So I hope you'll check it out. I'll read a couple of things from there. This is called, and it's just short too, but they're like essays. It's called the Church of Pancakes. I have decided to start a church based on the worship of pancakes. I would be the high chief and would be in charge of all worshippers' breakfast habits. Naturally, anyone not eating a stack of pancakes for breakfast would be branded a heretic, but I wouldn't stop there. My pancake police would be everywhere, making sure that everyone's pancakes are arranged just so. And of course, only buttermilk-based pancakes would be regarded as authentic. Now, I do foresee some tension, such as the dark syrupians quarreling with the light syrupians, but I would move quickly to quash such differences. In fact, I do it now, but I'm too full. This is called July 4th, and I wrote it July 4th. I spent the 4th my usual way, by standing atop my house and pouring hot oil on the passers-by below. This year, though, when I caught one particularly loud reveler by surprise, she pulled out a cell phone to summon 3 of her friends, and in a matter of minutes, the 4 of them had laid siege to my building. The attackers wheeled in a catapult and began lobbing giant marshmallows, most of which I managed to swipe back with a tennis racket. Eventually, though, my spirit sagged and I was forced to surrender. I'll spare you the details of my punishment, but suffice to say that next year I'll be in front of a grill cooking for 4. Anyway, my last thing is not by me, but a few years ago, my father passed away maybe 4 years ago, and his last days he was unconscious, and I just grabbed a book off a shelf at our house to read him, and it was by Lesho Krinka, and I will just read a fragment. I'll just read a fragment from it, for her, you have to do it. Okay, so. Я вірю в ті чари, я вірю в ту силу, бо серцем я їх почуваю. Про вісничу цар тих, фантазію милу, від щирого серця вітаю. Thank you very much.